The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now.
Good evening, everyone, from Bryan Station High School in Lexington, and welcome to our broadcast of Central Kentucky High School football on Glycon. Tonight, it's the visiting Corbin Redhounds against the homestanding Bryan Station Defenders. Good to have you with us on Glycon. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside. KJ played on a state championship male team back in 2015, and KJ, we got a good matchup, I think, tonight. Bryan Station coming in at 0-2 and Corbin at 2-0, but as always, the Bryan Station record shouldn't fool you early. They tend to take on tough opponents in the early part of the season, hoping that will pay dividends at the end of the season, which it has for them many times. So this one shapes up to be a good one, I would think.
Yeah, for sure. This would definitely be a good one. And as you said, Bryan Station 0-2, but they're not unfamiliar with this. They start off 0-2 in the past few seasons, and like you said, they face good competition, playing a really good Boyle County team and also a good Lexington Christian team. So just because they're 0-2 doesn't mean that they're a bad team. Still a really good team here tonight.
Interesting coaching matchup tonight. J.T. Haskins is the first-year coach at Bryan Station, but he's been around this program and has moved right in smoothly with the departure of Philip Hawkins, and it's about as smooth a transition as I think an athletic director or other administrators would hope to have, and having J.T. Haskins as coach. And Luke Salmon's in his second year now at Corbin, but he's a veteran coach, had a lot of success in West Virginia, so you have the combination of experience, even though they don't have long tenures at their current schools.
Yeah, for sure. And like you said, J.T. Haskins, really good player here at Bryan Station, so definitely been around the program a lot. And then Coach Salmons has a lot of experience coaching, really good resume, so two good coaches here tonight.
And we also have some outstanding athletes, some guys who have gotten a lot of attention from colleges, and we'll talk more about them as we go on. But players like Jordan Haskins of Bryan Station and Malachi Brown of Corbin, we'll get to see some stars tonight. We will.
A lot of guys with some offers out there, so I expect some really high-level football here tonight.
So far, a nice evening for football. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool. And we are looking now at temperatures dropping into the high 70s right about game time, and then continuing to drop into the mid-60s as the evening goes along. But we will tell you there is a possibility of thunderstorms tonight. We hope we can get this ball game in without any interruption tonight. Right now, a nice evening for football here at Bryan Station. Back with more of our pregame report in just a moment here on Glycon.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
Talking with Coach Luke Sammons of Corbin, and Coach, you've gotten off to a great start at Corbin High School and into your second year now. How would you describe the transition and moving into the new spot, and now as you get into this second year?
Well, the first year, I mean, it was a really quick transition. It happened in June, and so you can only imagine how quick that was. But it's been good. It's a great community. It's a great school. We're blessed. So it's a really good place. It's been great. Coaching's hard regardless of where you're at, but it's hard because you want to win and you want to be the best you can be. But we got great kids that work hard, that love football and love Corbin football, and they got a rich tradition, and it's a great place.
Off to a good start again this season. How would you sum up things? It's 2 victories. That's great, but how would you sum things up as where your team is right now?
Well, I mean, we replaced even one of the better quarterbacks probably ever. Maybe the best ever to play for Corbin, undoubtedly. But we've had some transitions with some different kids and different things like that. I'm excited that we're 2-0, but I feel like we got a lot better this week in practice. I feel like there's some changes, and I think that's ultimately our goal. I felt like last year we did the same thing. We got better as the season went, and that's the goal. It seemed like a month ago we played our first game, but it was just 2 weeks. So I think every day is important. But I think for the first 2 games you win. We didn't play perfect. We made mistakes, but the bottom line is we just want to get better each and every week, and we want to get better tonight.
It seems like in taking a glance at the roster, there's a good combination of young players that play a lot for you, and some good veterans too. Is that a strength for you?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we returned some good kids, and then I think any good program, I mean, you got to have some kids that's been there and played, and then you got to have kids step up, and it's their time. And from our freshmen, they're a good group. Our sophomores are a good group. So we're solid in all 4 classes, we feel like, and that's what you want within a program where you got older kids, but you got some younger kids who are ready to play as well.
Bryan Station has yet to get a victory, but they tend to take on tough teams at the start of the year. This is nothing new for them. They have a lot of athletic talent. What kind of challenges do they pose for your team tonight?
Well, they're very athletic, like you said, and they play 2 tough teams, and they're going to be ready to play. It's their first home game, and we understand that. And so like I said, it's a great challenge for our team. I'm sure it's a challenge for them in their eyes, and it's a great thing. I don't know when the last time we played Bryan Station, but that was always my goal, was to play some 6A schools and some of the better 5A, 6A schools that, because we want to be the better, towards the latter part of the season. But, very talented team, got a lot of good athletes, and, they give you a lot of problems. So.
Malachi Brown is attracting a lot of attention from college recruiters. You have other players who are too, but give me a couple of players to watch for Corbin. Who should we be looking for?
We got Malachi Brown, of course, like you mentioned, Cam Eastep, Cole Stevens, Trey Person. There's a lot of kids I feel like have done a great job, but I think those kids stand out, as far as just, making a huge impact, and even our quarterback as well, so Mason. So, I think, Malachi only played a few games last year. He got eligible, and then so I feel like he's trending up. I feel like a lot of our kids are, and that's what you want. All of them. It takes 11. We all know that, but I feel like they're all doing a good job. But we got some good kids.
All right. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
You have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep-sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
We're back at Bryan Station High School. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside. Jackson Miller is our producer tonight, and John Strange is our camera operator. That's your Glycod crew. We're glad you've joined us for this one tonight between Bryan Station and Corbin. And tonight's keys to the game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. KJ, keys to the game.
Yeah, the key to the game tonight for Bryan Station is, number one, a better defense. They're giving up 52 points per game, gave up 400 yards the last game. Defense wins championships, and you just can't win that way. They need to protect the ball. They have 4 turnovers on the year, -2 on the margin, and then just utilizing their weapons. They have a lot of guys that can get the ball on offense and make plays, so just spread the ball around and get the ball to those guys. And then for Corbin tonight, just winning the line of scrimmage. They're a run-heavy team, and you have to win the line to run the ball. They need to play disciplined defense. Again, Station has a lot of guys that can run and catch the ball, so just stand disciplined and stand on those guys. And then last, controlling the game. This is a road game, and you don't want to get behind and get sped up, especially when you're a run-heavy team.
Those are the keys to the game, brought to you by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. This broadcast is authorized by Bryan Station High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you very much for watching. Our pregame report will continue in a moment as we talk to Bryan Station coach J.T. Haskins next on Glycod.
Plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corbin Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corbin.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Talking with Coach J.C. Haskins of Bryan Station. And Coach, you're a first-year head coach, but you've been around this program for quite a while and obviously are very, very familiar with how things work. But what's it been like to transition into the head coaching job?
It really hasn't been that much of a difference. As you say, I was the defense coordinator the past 5 years here. So it's just now I'm overseeing everything, both offense, defense, and as well as the special teams. And to ensure that everything is running, the program is running smoothly, I have to focus on all 3 aspects of the game.
Mm-hmm. And we're at the week 3 of the season now. I know you want to get a victory on the board, but what are the priorities as far as what you need to do to get that done?
Just play one play at a time and win each battle, individual battle, one play at a time. I think for our kids, I think we want to start small and start gradually building on it. As you know, we've played 3 of the top 25. I mean, they're ranked in the top 25 in the state of Kentucky. So no easy schedule. I think we set this up this way to have success in the future. If you look at the schedule, we played a team from Western Kentucky. We played a team from Somerset, so that's Southern Kentucky. We got another Southern Kentucky, Corbin, coming into play. Next week we go to Louisville, and then we got Simon Kenton. So when the playoff time comes rolling around, I think our kids will be able to see each aspect of the region of how they play ball. So I think it's just going to get us ready for the playoffs.
And that's been sort of a method for Bryan Station here for a while now, hasn't it? And the kids know, so they're not going to get down early or anything like that. Good week of practice this week?
Great week of practice. We always have a great week of practice. I always want to focus on energy. And the kids they bought in. They understand what's the task at hand. We're young, and at the same time, we're just going to keep getting better.
Tell me about some players to watch. I know it's a team game, but everybody has a few players that they really need to come through for them. Tell me about a few of those guys.
Right now, Kamani Barber, our Mr. Do-It-All, he plays wide receiver, is number 4, plays receiver and plays cornerback. Very, very elusive. He gets the ball in his hands. He can touch the end zone in a second. So very looking forward to him touching the ball a little bit more this week, and as well as our running backs, Avery Johnson and Kerwin Montgomery. Those two both have represented us well on the ground game. And quarterback plays C.J. Corbin. I'm looking for him to just turn it up just a little bit more. I know it's in there. He can do it. He's very demanding of leading our team. So just waiting for that switch to cut on, and when it cuts on, he can let that thing fly over the top of the field as well.
All right, well, we'll look forward to it, and thanks a lot and good luck tonight.
All right, thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Getting set for action at Bryan Station High School. Glad you've joined us tonight on Glycod, and it is time now for the game plan. Tonight's game plan is built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. The right decision for your home, and we'll ask KJ to put on the coach's hat briefly and give us the game plans for tonight's game.
Tonight for Corbin, they need to extend their drives, leave the Bryan Station offense on the sideline, let them get cold, and just put together some long, methodical drives, and then just limit their mistakes on defense, as the Bryan Station has a lot of good players, so just making sure they're staying disciplined. And for Bryan Station, they need to make sure to load the box. This is a Corbin team that likes to run the triple option, and they run the ball a lot, so you need to make sure you're loading the box and stopping that run, and then getting explosive plays. They have a lot of good players that are big-time players that can make big-time plays, so just get the ball to them and let them get in the open space and make some big plays out there.
All right, that's the game plan tonight, built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. And we were a few minutes away from game time now, getting ready for the coin toss. And We will have Bryan Station and Corbin here for you in just a few minutes. And KJ, we mentioned earlier that there are some players who are getting a lot of attention from colleges, and on the Corbin side, Malachi Brown is one who is leading the way in that category. He's just a sophomore, 6'4" and 265, has offers from Kentucky, Louisville, NC State, Tennessee, Vandy, Marshall, Appalachian State, Memphis, Toledo, and Eastern Kentucky University. So obviously the college scouts are on him, but he's not the only one in this ball game that we'll see like that. And there are some good players that we'll see tonight, and two teams who are really hoping for big things this season.
For sure, and like you said, there's a lot of good players out here. You have to look at Eli Petrasky. He has offers from Kentucky, Marshall, Appalachian State, and Eastern Kentucky. And then as you go over to Bryan Station, JT Haskins, he's a guy with some of the same offers. So some big-time players here that are going to make some big-time plays here tonight.
Bryan Station 0-2 on the season, but as we mentioned in the pregame, they are a team that likes to load that schedule up early in the season and get tested, and sometimes that results in some defeats, and in this case it has resulted in defeat twice for the Defenders, as they have lost to Pulaski County 49-27 and Southwestern 56-35. So as KJ mentioned a moment ago, they'll have to shore that defense up to get things turned around, but they do have a lot of talent on this team, and look for Coach JT Haskins in his first year to be able to turn things around as the season goes along. JT Haskins Sr., the head coach, first-year head coach at Bryan Station, was an assistant at Lafayette, an assistant at Bryan Station from 2016 to 2024. He played quarterback and defensive back at Bryan Station, graduated in 2000, and in 1999 led the Defenders to a 4A runner-up finish, and he has been a big part of this program for a long, long time, and it's great to continue what has become a winning tradition here at Bryan Station. KJ was somebody who is familiar with the program and has a lot invested in it.
Yeah, when somebody's been around the program that much, it really means a lot more to them, and they're more passionate about the job and just want to continue the tradition, as you said, and just get this program winning.
And Corbin 2-0 now. They come in with victories over North Laurel and also over Linton Stockton of Indiana. We'll take a final break here and come back with the start of the ball game in just a moment on Glycon.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College, college for your world. Manowar Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football.
Back in just about set for the kickoff of tonight's ball game. Bryan Station and Corbin from Bryan Station High School in Lexington. The visiting Corbin team in white with the red numerals, and Bryan Station in the home green jerseys with the gold numerals, the gold pants for the defenders tonight under Coach J.T. Haskins. Coach Luke Salmons of Corbin off to a great start in his second season at Corbin. They are 14-2 under him. He earlier coached 18 seasons, also coached at Lawrence County in Kentucky and Cabell Midland in West Virginia, and had great success at both of those stops before moving to Corbin just last year. And here is the kick, and it's a short one, and the defenders are on it at the 43-yard line, so they stayed away from Kamani Barber and Braden Payne and kicked it short.
Yeah, those are some big-time players back there, so definitely want to keep the ball away from them. Not sure if that was an intentional or that maybe he just slipped off the kicker's foot, but really good to keep it away from those two guys back there.
Ready to go now. Or it looked like we were. C.J. Carpenter is the Bryan Station quarterback. See Avery Johnson in the backfield. Now the snap and the handoff, and it is Johnson. He comes around to the right side, and he is going to be stopped at about the 46-yard line. Actually, that was Sean Okpebolo at quarterback for Bryan Station. C.J. Carpenter has been the starter.
Yeah,
and there he is now.
Yeah, a nice run right there by Avery Johnson to get the good first down run, pick up a good 3 yards, staying ahead of the sticks here.
So now Carpenter is in there wearing number 17. Has Johnson in behind him. Barber out to the left. Here's the snap and the handoff. This time they're on him, Malachi Brown, and we expect to call his name a lot tonight, and he's got Avery Johnson in the backfield.
Yeah, again, trying to go with the run there, but Malachi Brown, the 6'4" D lineman, coming right through to break that play up, knocking him back about 3 yards. And a tough start here for Bryan Station as they're back to about 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13 here on their first drive.
So 3rd and long coming up for the defenders. It was Malachi Brown on the tackle. Brown 6'4" and 265, just a sophomore, but a whole host of college offers so far.
Yeah, when you're that size at such a young age, you expect all the colleges to be on top of that talent.
Carpenter looks to throw and fires out to his left. He's got Barber, but he is tackled almost immediately there and is stopped well short of first down yardage. The tackle by Person from Corbin. They want to get the ball in the hands of Kamani Barber, but of course Corbin knows that too.
And when you're backed up in 3rd and long like that, not too many plays in the playbook, just going with a simple screen play to Barber right there and just taking what they could get.
Got an injured Corbin Redhound on the field. And they're going to tend to him right now. That comes with 10:24 to go in the first quarter. We'll take a break as well and check on that situation when we come back. No score in the ball game. We'll be right back on Glycon.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back to Bryan Station High School now, and the injured player for Corbin is Eli Petrowski, 6'4", 235, and a senior, and he's one of those players that has attracted a lot of college attention. He is now walking pretty well under his own power as he nears the sideline, so we hope he'll be back in this ball game soon. It'll be John Hannon, the veteran kicker for Bryan Station, standing on about his 22-yard line to kick this one away for the defenders.
Yeah, and it looks like number 13, Lucas Britton, back there to receive the punt.
Here's the kick by Hannon. Britton drifts back, and it's going to go over his head. It was a nice Bryan Station bounce. It went a little too far for the defenders as far as putting them in a bad spot is concerned. It'll come out after going into the end zone, but Hannon good distance on his first punt of the ball game. And with 10:07 to go, we'll see the Corbin offense for the first time, and that was a pretty brief series for the Bryan Station offense, KJ, as Corbin had him stifled that time.
It was. If you're Bryan Station, not a good drive to come out 3 and out, but on the flip side, if you're Corbin, that's exactly how you want to start the game on the road, take away that momentum and try to get a score here on offense.
Mason Salmons leads him out. He's number 7 in white. He's under center. He turns and leaves it off with his running back. It's Stevens.
As you see, straight ahead right there with the fullback dive and picking up a good gain there on first down, bringing it to about a 2nd and 5 here.
Yeah, they started out at about the 21-yard line, marking it at the 25 now.
And so far, it looks like that Corbin offensive line getting a really good push here to start off.
Person started in motion, now comes back as they glance at the sideline. That's Akins to the right of the quarterback Salmons. And he turns, hands it to Stevens again. Stevens running hard, gets up close to the 30-yard line.
And again, picking up some good yardage, and this is that way the Corbin offense works, just slow, methodical drives. Really efficient, not the most fun to watch, but a really efficient football here.
Right, so starting at the 20, of course, after the ball went in the end zone, and now they've got a first down at the 30. Just good enough for the first down there for Corbin. Cole Stevens, 5'8", 170-pound senior. Well, they've got first down on the scoreboard, and I believe they got first down out there, don't they? No, it is a third down, 3rd and short.
Yeah.
And they go straight ahead to get the first down.
Really good hit right there. The chains had
Salmons
moved.
with the carry.
Yeah, the chains had moved. I'm thinking it may have been a first down because they moved the chains, but still said 3rd down.
Yeah, I saw a 3 on the indicator over there after we'd seen the first. Now they're showing 2nd down, so we'll say it was first down the last time, and this was a first down carry for Corbin, and it'll be for Stevens, and now it's a 2nd down play coming up, 2nd down and 4. And not much there this time. Bryan Station defense stiffens.
And now they'll bring him to a 3rd down here. Big 3rd down for this Bryan Station defense.
So a 3rd down play coming for Corbin. They're at about the 35-yard line in their own territory. No score in the game. We're in the first quarter of play here at Bryan Station. Salmons with Britton in motion to the right. Turns and he hands it off to Person. Person trying to get around that right edge, but they've got him contained over there. Elijah Bojang with the tackle, and he's a mainstay in that Bryan Station defense.
And Corbin there going with the end around, and another really big hit here from the Bryan Station defense. These guys they came to play today. And a few big hits here to start off.
So 4th down and about 2.
We see Salmons going over to the sideline here. See what they come up with here on the 4th down.
They just want to try to draw them off. Now he has to go straight ahead. And they're going to keep the football.
And again, this Corbin offensive line doing a good job getting some push here to start off the game, really pushing the Bryan Station defensive line back.
So a first down for Corbin now. 6:45 to go in the first. Bryan Station out quickly on their first offensive series, and now Corbin moving it up slowly but surely and nearing midfield, now at the 43-yard line, 1st and 10 in their own territory. Salmons has it, hands off to Person, and he's met hard and driven back, and he is stopped. Looked like host of defenders in there, but leading the way was Cedric Armstrong, I believe.
It looks like they tried a little bit of trickery right there and eventually came back to Trey Person, but that Bryan Station defense right there to stop him, bringing up a 2nd and long here.
So Armstrong making the play there, and he's 6-footer, 220-pound junior. Got in there quickly. 2nd down play coming. And they give us to Stevens, and he's got a good gain up toward midfield.
Looks like he was able to pick up about a gain of 8 right there and bring him right back to 3rd and manageable.
So that'll set up 3rd down. Do we have a flag on that one? No, there you go.
And Station did a good job getting the 3rd down stop last time. Let's see if they can get a stop here.
3rd down play coming for Corbin. About 4 to go. Here's Salmons. He's going to keep it, and he's got 1st down yardage. Yes. Brought down by the defenders, Samarian Williams.
And Salmon's doing a good job right there on the quarterback power, just finding the open hole and picking up the 1st down here.
Well, Salmon's a threat to run, and of course they've got Stevens back there.
And these are those drives that are real good and methodical, and again, leaving this Bryan Station offense on the sideline, letting them get cold.
Yeah, 1st down at the 44 in Bryan Station territory now as Corbin is on the move. They give us to Stevens. He spins forward, gets close to the 40.
And gain right there, just maybe a gain of about 2 right there. Again, just staying ahead of the sticks.
Cole Stevens, 5'8", 170, and a senior, came into the game with 27 carries, 171 yards rushing, and 3 touchdowns. Also has 3 catches for 49 yards, so they will occasionally go to him. They give us to Person. He looks for some room around that right side. That stopped short there. Raymond Young on the stop. Short of the 1st down, but a gainer for Trey Person.
And Trey Person, their jet sweep guy, so anytime you see him coming in motion across, he's a threat. And again, he picked up some good yardage right there. Real nice downhill runner.
Person, a junior. Third down about 3 for Corbin. And they give us to Stevens, and he comes to the right, and there's the ball loose down near the 10-yard line. Scooped up, defenders have it.
And Haskins on the recovery, and that's the guy you wanted to have it. Real good job right there creating a turnover for this Bryan Station defense, and that's one of the keys here if they want a chance to win is creating some turnovers.
So Bryan Station has the takeaway, and that puts an end to the Corbin drive. And the defenders now have it. They're fairly deep in their own territory inside the 20, but they've got possession of the football.
And that's a real bummer for Corbin as they are putting together a nice drive there and really marching down the field.
So the defenders' offense back on the field now. C.J. Carpenter, the quarterback.
And let's see if the defenders can capitalize off this turnover here.
Hand off to Montgomery. Montgomery coming to the right, and he cuts back in before being stopped at about the 21 or 22-yard line.
And Montgomery on the outside zone there trying to get to the edge, but really good pursuit there from the Corbin defense, forcing them to cut back in and get into the ball and bringing them down.
Tyson Blaylock among the Red Hounds in on the stop that time. 2nd down and about 5 for Bryan Station.
And let's see if Station decides to open up the playbook here with a 2nd and manageable and tries to maybe take a deep shot here.
At the 22, 23-yard line, here's Carpenter waiting. He's got it, hands it off to Avery Johnson, breaks a couple of tackles, but then is tripped up just as he was getting into the open, but he's close to the 30-yard line. He'll have a 1st down.
Yeah, it looks like we have a flag back by the line of scrimmage, though. Let's see if it holds or not.
They're waving it off. First down, Bryan Station. Our officials tonight, Danny Brown is the referee, Eric Hemmelbach the umpire.
First down of the game here for Bryan Station. Let's see if they can keep this drive moving.
Linesman Josh Ford, head linesman, and the line judge is Sheen Smith, back judge is Chad Young. That's your officiating crew for tonight's game. Bryan Station with it now with a first down. Here is Carpenter looking as he goes right, sets up and fires downfield, and it is picked off. It was Mahan that got it, looked like, at about the 31-yard line. And the Red Hounds are back in business.
And it looks like he had Kamani Barber on the go route there, but decided to take the underneath route and just threw it in too much coverage. Good job right there by the Corbin defense, getting the ball right back to their offense. But if I'm Carpenter there, I'd really like to get that back and get it to Barber. It looked like he was going to be open if you would have gave him a chance right there.
So now the Red Hounds back in business at about the 32, 33-yard line. Going down to the late stages of the first quarter. Sammons gets it and hands it off to Stevens. Sammons just did get rid of it before being hit on that play by Joel Indesiaba.
And he laid a good hit on Sammons there, too. That's when he'll be thinking about the rest of the game.
That's the thing about that option. You got to handle the ball, and you got to keep your composure, and you can't wait. I mean, you have to wait until the last minute in order to have the deception. But, boy, you can really take some hits, can't you?
Yeah, and you have to be ready for it, too.
All right, second down and over 10 to go now, just over 10. And here's the snap. The pitch this time to Person in the backfield. He gets around the right side, goes inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line. Barber was over there.
And again, Person, you see that's the guy that they like to get in the open field. He's their player that can really make some plays and create some explosiveness.
So Corbin threatening again now. Inside the last minute of the first quarter, we've got a third down play coming up. Third down to about 4.
Bryan Station doing a good job here getting Corbin to third down. Just have to hold him here.
Now this time a step back by Sammons, then he heads forward. He is dragged down after crossing the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and I like the play right there, just creating a little bit of misdirection with a step back and then just going forward for the quarterback power. Picking up a good gain, able to get the first down for Sammons.
First and 10 at the 19 for Corbin.
Let's see if they get a playoff here. Just let this go to the second quarter.
Under 10 seconds. And the handoff to Person again. He's got some room, headed for the end zone, and he is down there inside the 5.
Person's really showing off that speed on these jet sweeps here, and the line doing a good job creating some open holes.
Clock stop with 1.1, and now they'll start it again, and that will be the end of the first quarter. And we played one quarter with no score. The score at the end of one, Corbin nothing, Bryan Station nothing. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 on Glycod.
Confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
0-0 at the end of the first quarter. KJ, your thoughts on that first quarter of play?
Really a lot of action there. Both teams with a turnover, and I mean, you see Corbin able to move the ball pretty well with ease. They did have that turnover on a drive where they were moving the ball pretty well, so let's see if they can convert on this drive here.
They've got a 1st and goal from about the 7-yard line. Redhounds led by quarterback Mason Sammons, the son of the coach Luke Sammons. That's Stevens behind Sammons in the backfield. And Stevens takes it, goes straight ahead, but not much there for him this time. Got to about the 5. And a flag comes in late. And Siaba made the tackle.
Yeah, we see there with the Bryan Station defense able to get some good push on that one.
So we'll check the penalty before we go any further. Personal foul on Bryan Station.
And you just hate to see that after you're able to get a good stop right there, and they are moving them closer to the goal line.
That'll put it at about the 3-yard line, and of course it's still just 2nd down, so the Redhounds threatening to get the first scoring of this ball game.
And you see Bryan Station bringing in some beef now, big number 57 subbing in for 18.
Now we get a sideline warning. Yeah, there's some big players in this game.
For sure. And this is the game that's going to be one of the line of scrimmage. Let's see who wins the battle here.
And the give for the touchdown to Cole Stevens.
Yeah, and
Stevens has carried the ball a lot for Corbin tonight, and they gave it to him there with a short yardage. He cut outside with it, though, and found plenty of end zone to work with.
Yeah, and able to walk right in. And as we see Corbin drawing first blood here, let's see how this Bryan Station team reacts.
So 6-0. And that comes with 11:33 to go in the first, or in the second quarter. And the kick is good. It looked like E-Step on the kick. Their regular kicker is Witherington. But E-Step converted it, and now it is 7-0. And the Corbin Redhounds out to the early lead over Bryan Station. We'll take a break. Come back with more in just a moment on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road. Our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
KJ Corbin able to take advantage of the turnover and drive it in. They haven't broken anything long, but they've been very steady in their production, haven't they?
Yeah, and that's the way that this offense works. Just slow, methodical drives, just wearing you down as the game goes on. And as you see right there, able to capitalize. First drive stalled with the turnover, but able to make up for it right there on that last drive.
Just about set for the kickoff now. There it is again, a short one by E-Step, who's not the regular kicker, and picked up at about the 37 to about the 40-yard line. So a short return.
And again, letting the Bryan Station defenders start off with some good field position here, starting off at the 40. Let's see if they can capitalize off this.
That time the ball picked up by Samarian Williams. So there's change in kickers for Corbin, as Witherington has not been in action tonight. Snap to Carpenter. He's going to throw, flips it out to Barber. They get him some room, and he comes up to the 45, 48, 49-yard line before being dragged down by Zach Thomas and Silas Mahan. And they'd like to get the ball to Kamani Barber where he can work with it.
They would, and you want your stars out in the open space right there. As you see, he's able to make a few moves. Good job by Zach Thomas staying with him, though, and able to bring him down. But you see his ability, able to cut.
Coach Haskins mentioned in our pregame interview that they really like what Barber can do with it. He's one of those players who can score from anywhere on the field. Second down and about 1. Carpenter floats it downfield, and that one is caught, and Thomas right there with the receiver.
And you see Braden Wilson on the grab right there. That pass a little bit high, and if you're Carpenter, you want to bring that down a little bit, because if that's just over the top of his head, that could be a pick going the other way. Good job picking up the first down, though, here.
Good catch by Wilson, and that completion gives Bryan Station a first down now in Corbin territory as the defenders try to get this thing even or possibly take the lead. They're down 7-0 with 10.5 minutes to go in the second quarter. Carpenter in the backfield with Montgomery. And Montgomery takes it and gets hit hard as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Mahan right there to make the stop, a short gain.
Yeah, really good hit right there by Mahan. We've seen a few big hits here in this game so far. Able to plug the hole right there. Solid linebacker.
Picked up maybe a yard. Ball at about the 43-yard line in Corbin territory as the defenders go on the move. Carpenter takes it and leaves it off to Montgomery again, looking for room around that right side, but he's met by Max Farmer. Brown was also there.
Yeah, not too much room right there as he was trying to get around the edge, and good job by that Corbin defense bringing up a 3rd and long here. You would think this is a passing situation for the defenders here. Let's see what they decide to come out and do on this 3rd and long.
Out of the huddle they come, and 3rd down at about 9 for Bryan Station.
And if you're Station here, you have to think if you get at least close to the 1st down, it may be 4th down territory.
Snap to Carpenter. He goes to his left. He's going to tuck it under. Now he pitches, and now the ball's on the ground. Brown was after it. A scramble for it. Let's see who got it.
Yeah, and a good job right there by Malachi Brown getting it in there to disrupt the play, but not sure if they're able to come away with that ball.
It's like Amani Green, I believe, of Bryan Station was able to come up with it. So the defenders retained possession, but that did not look good when it hit the ground. It looked like Corbin was going to be on that one. And now Bryan Station does have it back, but it's 4th down, so Hannon is in the game.
And some positives on that drive right there. Unfortunately, able to get stalled here and having to punt the ball, but seen a few big plays there.
Here's the snap, and he boots it away. Nobody back really deep for Corbin. Takes a pretty good Bryan Station bounce, though, and it'll be down about the 15-yard line. And that's where Corbin will start with 7:53 to go in the second quarter. Redhounds lead it 7-0. And if you're Corbin, well, you've been grinding it out, and now they do have a score on the board. But I would think that possession time belongs to Corbin right now, but they probably feel like maybe they should be a little further ahead. It has that look about it.
Yeah, for sure, they definitely do. And this is the Corbin game plan, is to win the time of possession, and they've done a really good job executing that here so far.
So defenders 0-2 on the season. Corbin 2-0.
And Bryan Station, a team that's been giving up about 52 points per game. So in that aspect, I think you have to be happy where you're at right now. You've only given up 7 points just about close to midway here through the second quarter.
Defenders with it now at the 8-yard line after they spotted that ball. Here's the snap and taking it out to the left side, but not much there.
And again, it's Cole Stevens trying to get to the outside, but there's not too many places to go.
So after the punt, Corbin trying to get things going again. Salmons, now finally, whistles and flags. So a false start penalty against Corbin. He'll step it off against the Red Hounds, and they are, for them, going in the wrong direction. Ball marked at about the 6-yard line. Now Salmons brings him out. Takes it himself. Around the right side he goes. Finds a little bit of room. Up over.
Yeah, it looks like they were trying to go with the option there, and another flag back down in the backfield here.
We've hit a streak of violations here in the second quarter about midway through.
Chop block, he said.
So the chop block call takes the ball back to the 6-yard line.
And a lot of penalties here stacking up for this Corbin offense.
And make it the 8. Now the officials confer again. It's a 7-0 Corbin lead as we play in the second quarter. And the officials can continue to confer, and now I think we're ready to go. Second down, looks like about 15 to go. Maybe 13. Looking at it from across the field. Now Corbin ready to go with Britton out to the left near the top of the screen. And the pitch behind to Akins. Clay Akins turns the corner and gets pushed out of bounds after a good gain up toward the 20-yard line.
Yeah, and running the pitch right there to Akins. And if you're the Bryan Station defense, that's a play you just can't give up. You have him backed up all the way in the end zone. You just let him break away for about a gain of 16 there. Got to do a better job of protecting the edge over there.
Third down play coming for Corbin, and they've got about 3 to go. And there's Indisiyama in the backfield along with the Corbin quarterback, Salmons.
And as you see, offsides here by Bryan Station, and really just kind of shot themselves in the foot right there. Had Corbin backed up pretty far, and now giving them the first down.
That is first down yardage on the penalty, so the Red Hounds have a first down now. That'll be at about the 21 yard line. And it's Britton out to the left. Here's the snap, and it is Salmons. Hesitation, then it goes, and is met there by Armstrong.
Simple halfback power right there, able to pick up just a few there on first down. So a gain of about 1.
Anderson also in on that stop for Bryan Station as we go into the 6-minute mark of the second quarter. This will be a second down play. Second down along, we'll call it a long 8, possibly 9, as the Red Hounds come up, trying to build on a 7-0 lead. And the fake back toward Person. Instead, the carry is by Akins. He hit into the left side, got up close to the 30-yard line.
And a good run right there by Akins, a little bit of trickery and coming back underneath and able to pick up a gain of about 6 right there, bringing it to a 3rd and short.
So now 3rd down and maybe a long yard for Corbin as they try to push it back upfield. Again, they haven't broken anything long tonight, but they have ground out the yardage, and they lead by 1 score, but it's only 1 score, so this could turn at any time. A turnover or a big play.
Looks like just about almost getting the station defense to jump off sides.
They thought they had him, but no flag on that one, and now whistles blow as Salmons took off up the middle.
Let's see if it's a false start or offsides here.
False start is the call. So now back to 3rd and 7 for Corbin as they will set up at about the 24-yard line for this one. See Armstrong in there on that defense for Bryan Station. Gio Anderson, number 50, next to him.
Looks like Station's bringing some pressure.
3rd down play coming. Salmons. He's going to take it himself. Comes up to the 30-yard line. Looks like he's a little bit short.
Again, going with that quarterback power right there, and the Station defense doing a good job there, stopping him short.
Yeah, they keep it on the ground, and Salmons is one of the running threats along with the others, Akins and Stevens. Cam Estep, I understand, is a little bit less than 100%, so he's normally a big part of that Corbin offense as well.
You can expect muscle on muscle right here as you see Corbin bringing in big number 0, Malachi Brown.
4th down play coming, 4th and 1. Salmons hands it off to Stevens, and Stevens has got the 1st down.
Yeah, and able to get it with ease, able to plow right through that Bryan Station defense there and get that 1st down. And as you see the clock starting to wind down here to the 3-minute mark, expect to see a little bit of hurry up here from Corbin and a little pep to their step.
Red Hounds trying to get the drive going and add to that 7-0 lead. Some of those regulars up there for Corbin on that line include Logan Crawford, Max Farmer, Seth Jones, Braxton Tolliver. Now the whistle blows before that play. We get a timeout for Bryan Station. That comes with 2:50 to go in the second quarter. 7-0 Corbin. We'll be right back on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt affordable. Flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
2:50 to go, second quarter, and Corbin on top, 7-0 over Bryan Station. First and 10 right now. Ball at the 34-yard line. As the Red Hounds have that running attack going, and small gains, but consistent gains. Salmon's ready. Turns and hands it off to Akins. Akins around the left side. Not a whole lot there for him, as again they tried to do a little deception there on the apparent pitch back, but then handed off to Akins going in the other direction.
Stick with the run game. Let's see if they decide to go to the pass here at some point.
Gio Anderson again in on that play. On second down now. Salmons keeps, and he's wrestled down in the backfield.
A really good play right there by number 53, Ethan Thomas.
Ethan Thomas with the play, yeah.
One of the star defenders there for this Bryan Station team. And
6-footer, 210-pound senior. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. And that was a big play to stall the Corbin drive. It'll be a second down play. Make it a third down play coming up. Corbin 2-0 on the year with wins over Linton Stockton of Indiana. And then a 28-14 win over North Laurel. They beat Linton Stockton 42-20. This is the 5th consecutive year that Corbin has started at 2-0. They've won 11 of their last 12 games. The new coach in his second season at Corbin, Luke Salmon's now 14-2 at Corbin. So 14 wins for him just early in his second year. So now it's a third down play. Third down and almost 10. Here is Salmon's running to his right. He's going to keep it. Comes upfield. He's got the first down and more, and finally slides to a stop at about the 42-yard line in defender territory.
Yeah, and Salmon's there with a bootleg quarterback rollout, and just no defenders in sight, and able to just use his legs right there and pick up a big gain, getting him into defender's territory.
So he has shown us some speed and some power in his running style, and now he has set his team up with a first down, and they are into defender territory, but there was a flag on the play. That's a holding call.
And Bryan Station really bailed out right there with that holding call, because that was going to put this Corbin team in position to strike again, make it a 2-possession game.
1:50 to go, second quarter. And now, with the penalty.
For Bryan Station, you have to be aware of time management and know that they're going to have to go to the pass at some point. So just be looking out for the trick play or the deep pass.
Back to the 28-yard line. Here come the Red Hounds on third down. Long way to go, and now the handoff. That was Trey Person carrying, but just a short gain for him. So that'll bring up 4th down.
Yeah, really good tackle right there by number 21, Joel and Daceyba.
That comes a timeout now for Bryan Station with 1:38 to go in the half. They have to get the ball, would have to get the ball to the 44-yard line. So we'll see what transpires after the timeout with 1:38 to go. And again, KJ, the second quarter pretty much looked like the first, didn't it? With Corbin grinding out the short gains and Bryan Station just trying to get something going at this point.
Yeah, and again, Corbin just hurting herself here again. As you see, they had the big play on the quarterback rollout by Sammons, and then it's brought back by a holding call. So Corbin doing a good job moving the ball, just self-inflicted wounds that are hurting them and keeping them from really busting this game wide open. But really giving Bryan Station a chance here to score right before halftime and make it a game. Let's see if they can capitalize off this and get some points on the board going into halftime, get some momentum.
The ball at about the 32-yard line. 4th down. And they'll have to improvise on this one, too. They're out their regular kicker.
And the explosive Kamari Barber back here to return this punt. And let's see if he can get his team in good field position.
Person got the low trajectory kick away, and Barber does have some room to run. And he is down the right side and finally pushed out of bounds in Corbin territory at about the 43-yard line. A dangerous runner, Kamani Barber, and he had some time and he had some field to run with.
And that's exactly what you wanted. You have 1:24 to score. Just enough time to get the ball down. Whether you get a field goal, you really want that touchdown to tie it up, but you're in Corbin territory, so see if they can put some points up on the board here.
The defenders have it now. Carpenter, quarterback. Johnson, the running back next to him. Fakes to Johnson, goes to Barber. He has some room, cuts inside. Kamani Barber still on his feet and finally dragged down inside the 20-yard line, and they got the ball to their big play man, and he made a big play.
He really did there. Caught the screen pass, and just did everything else after that. You see them hurrying up to the ball here.
Still a little over a minute to go. Bryan Station on the move now with Kamani Barber figuring prominently in this drive with the return and then the reception. He's out to the right now near the top of your screen. Carpenter the quarterback with Johnson in the backfield.
And see how far off the corner's playing off Barber. You know how big play of a 30 is.
And here is Carpenter running straight ahead and then met hard and driven down. Might have got back to the line of scrimmage. Brown in on the play for Corbin.
Just not too much time back there, but you're still okay. You still have enough time right here. You get cool, calm, and collected, get the play in.
Second down play coming. Here is Carpenter. He's going to take off with it. Good game, but then a fumble. Ball's loose, or was he down? There is a scramble for that football.
It looks like he fumbled, but yeah, I thought he was down on the play.
And it's going to be Corbin football. Recovered by Hopkins.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that he was down on that play there. It's too bad you don't have replay in high school football, but I'm pretty positive it looked like he was already down when he let go of that one.
We'll take another look at it. Carpenter on the carry and has it jarred loose. But a close call goes Corbin's way. They'll take a knee. It comes with 33 seconds to go in the first half, and they'll be content to call it a half.
And that one really hurts there for the defenders as you were marching down the field in scoring position, and instead it looks like the quarterback was down, but the referees thought otherwise and not able to get any points going into the half.
So the final seconds will count off here at Bryan Station. Got a good one going. More numbers for Corbin in the first half, but the one number that counts is that 7-0 score, so they're just up by 1 touchdown and an extra point as we come to halftime of our game. And the score at the halftime break is Corbin 7 and Bryan Station 0. We'll come back and begin our halftime report in just a moment here on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968, we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family car to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man of War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryan Road in Lexington.
Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones back at Bryan Station High School, our Central Kentucky High School football broadcast tonight. The Bryan Station Defenders at home against the Corbin Redhounds. We have a good one going. It's 7-0 Corbin at the half. I want to tell you that tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. Okay, Jay, we saw a first half that the second quarter was pretty much similar to the first as Corbin is able to grind this game out on the ground, and that is their strength, and they're able to do that very well. Didn't break any long ones, as we've noted, but they are on top here at halftime, and but still very much anybody's ball game could turn on one snap of the football.
Yeah, for sure, and just a game of a lot of mistakes here. As you've seen, Corbin had a big run by Sammons, brought back by a holding call. You've seen Bryan Station almost able to score there and then fumbled right there. So just lot of mistakes that need to be cleaned up, but definitely anybody's game right now.
7-0 is the score, and we can take a look at some quick numbers here at the half. The first downs, Corbin has 7. Bryan Station has without a first down tonight. There was a long play involving Kamani Barber, I think, that was probably their best gain of the first half. Bryan Station receiving. Kamani Barber 3 catches for 39 yards, a long gainer of 28 yards. And the Red Hounds 27 carries, 139 yards rushing. Bryan Station 9 carries, 18 yards rushing. So obviously the handling of the football is being dominated by Corbin. 16:06 on the possession time and just 7:54 for Bryan Station. But again, the score is only 7-0, and the defenders do have some big play people, and we'll see if they can get it going in the second half. Any other impressions from taking a quick look at the stat sheet, KJ?
No pass attempts here for Corbin. That's pretty big right there, as I see. But Kamani Barber has been the one consistent for Bryan Station. So if I'm coach here, I'm going back into halftime, and I'm trying to game plan something to get him in the open field and just force feed him the ball. The run game's been pretty consistent, able to get some good runs, but really Kamani Barber's been that big play guy. So, yeah, just force feeding him the ball, game planning to get him some plays.
All right, well, it's Bryan Station trailing here at the half, 7-0. To Corbin. The one score of the ball game came with 11:33 to go in the second quarter. Cole Stevens of Corbin, a 2-yard run. Cam Estep got the kick, filling in for Witherington tonight, and that was a 6-play, 32-yard drive, consuming 2 minutes and 22 seconds, made the score 7-0, and we're still standing at 7-0 here at Bryan Station tonight as the Defender Band entertains the fans here at Bryan Station High School. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenters Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Back at halftime, it's Bryan Station trailing Corbin here, 7-0. Visitors with the 7-0 lead, and they scored that touchdown very early in the second quarter tonight as Cole Stevens, who's the leading rusher in the game with 11 carries and 59 yards, net of 57, has the only score in this game. He's averaged 5.2 yards a carry, and Cole Stevens carried it in with 11:33 to go and got it into the end zone, as you saw there, and capped that drive, just a 32-yard drive following a turnover to make it 7-0. And that's how it stands right now. So we will expect to see a close one through the second half as well, I would think, as although you get the feeling that there's a little bit of a danger zone here for Bryan Station if they can't get a sustained attack going. They can make some big plays, but it seems like we're going to have to see a little more movement of the football on their part, and Corbin, meanwhile, continues to move it, but just has not been able to do much in the way of scoring.
Yeah, and this open possession here is very big for both teams here, because if you're Bryan Station, you don't want to get down 2 touchdowns, especially just the way they haven't been able to convert on the offensive end. So both teams here coming out need to capitalize. Bryan Station needs to get a big stop on defense, and if you're Corbin, you want to get a score here to really kind of put your foot on their necks and kind of hold them down.
And, of course, Bryan Station having some trouble getting it moving offensively. Part of that reason is that there are some pretty good players on that Corbin defensive unit, and we've seen a lot of them in this first half. Petrosky is a college prospect, and he's 6'4", 235, a senior, offers from Kentucky, Marshall Appalachian State, and Eastern Kentucky University. Number 50 for Corbin, Max Farmer, 6'3" and 225. Josh Goins, 6-footer, 255-pound sophomore. And then, of course, Malachi Brown. He wears number 0, 6'4", 265, a sophomore, and came into the game with 11 tackles, 9 of them solo, and offers from Kentucky, Louisville, NC State, Tennessee, Vandy, Marshall, Appalachian State, Memphis, Toledo, and EKU. And that's just in his sophomore season. So one explanation for Bryan Station not being able to do a whole lot offensively is those guys.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that is a loaded defense right there. Some big guys, too, as you mentioned. Malachi Brown at 6'4", and Eli Petrowski at 6'4". And, I mean, when you have that many guys that offers on the defense, I mean, that's a pretty stout defense you're going up against. So, I mean, you can't blame them for having a little bit of trouble to move the ball, but you still got to convert and put some points up here if you want to come out with the win.
Corbin linebackers, Silas Mahan has an interception in this first half. And leading tackler for Corbin is Malachi Brown with 3 solo tackles in the first half. Ndiasaba has 4 solo tackles for Bryan Station to lead the defenders' effort. But if you're Bryan Station at this point, how do you try to get some things going? They've tried to find Barber some space to work with. I'm sure they'll continue to do that, but what else can they do?
The thing is that, I mean, they've seen some success. They've had some things working. I mean, the run game, it's been there a little bit. It hasn't been completely shut down. So, I mean, just try to get some runs going. And then again, getting the ball to Kamani Barber. I mean, that's the big play guy. We've seen some big plays again. It's just them shooting ourselves in the foot. As you've seen a pick thrown by Carpenter when he looked like he had Kamani Barber down on the go route. And then, again, Kamani Barber had a big play on this last drive of the half, and then you see a fumble right when they're in scoring position. So they're able to move the ball. You just have to stop shooting yourself in the foot and just convert.
7-0 is the score. Corbin on top, and this is the third game of the season for both of these teams. Bryan Station 0-2 after losses to Pulaski County and South Warren, and then Corbin comes in at 2-0 after winning over Linton Stockton of Indiana and North Laurel to run the Red Hounds record to 2-0. We talked at the beginning of the game about Bryan Station having given up a lot of points. They gave up 56 in the loss to South Warren, 49 in the loss to Pulaski, but tonight just 7, so they've improved in that department.
For sure, and I mean, that's one good thing to look at. I mean, it hasn't been too many positives here in the first half, but I mean, coming off averaging or giving up 52 points a game, only giving up 7 at the half, I feel like that's a pretty good accomplishment. So you definitely have to hang your head on that and just keep building off that. Be proud of the little things. Tell your team, okay, we only gave up 7 points. You're still right here in this game. Just come out, let's get a stop, and let's stop the mistakes and just convert on offense, and we can come out with the win here tonight.
Well, let's take a break, and then we'll come back with the start of the second half, 7-0 Corbin, and we'll be right back on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
7-0 the score. Corbin on top of Bryan Station at the half. I'm Keith Elkins. KJ Jones alongside. Jackson Miller is our producer. And John Strange is our video camera operator tonight. We're glad that you have joined us on Glycod for this one as Bryan Station looks for its first win of the season. Corbin trying to go to a 3-0 start. And again, the one score in the first half. Cole Stevens, a 2-yard run with 11:33 to go in the second quarter. And the extra point by Cam Estep made it a 7-0 score, and that's where we stand now. A look at the first half scoring summary presented by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. Teams Corbin is back out on the field, and now we'll see Bryan Station here shortly as we get ready for the second half of play. And these two teams now will match up in this second half tonight and move on to further good competition, because this Bryan Station team, as we know, is one that likes to have that good competition at the start of the year. And Corbin has done a good job in their first 2 ball games as well, but Station is wanting to turn it around. It's one thing to know that you're playing good competition and the victories are tough to come by, but you like to get that 0 out of the win column, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. That first win always means a lot, and especially if you're able to get it over a good Corbin team like this one here tonight. And, I mean, they're in perfect position. They can still come out with this win. So, yeah, if they can get that, it would mean a lot for them.
Corbin, winners of 11 of its last 12 games. They will play at Pulaski County next week, and then at home against Douglas and Johnson Central, and then at Harlan County on October 10th. Whitley County at Corbin on October the 17th. Perry County Central on the 24th of October, and then at Great Crossing on October 31st. And the games against Harlan County, Whitley County, and Perry County Central, all 4A District 8 opponents for the Red Hounds. And that Pulaski County team was one of the ones that Bryan Station has met and lost to. The Defenders lost to Pulaski County 49-27 earlier this season. In fact, that was in their previous game just last week, and they lost their opener to South Warren 56-35 back on August the 27th. Head coach J.T. Haskins in his first year at Bryan Station as the head coach. He's been here as an assistant since 2016. He's a former defensive back at Louisville. Also played some professional indoor football. KJ, did you ever take in indoor football at all?
I never really thought about taking in any indoor football. It is a nice game, though, for sure.
It's a fast game, and J.T. Haskins part of professional indoor football after his playing days at Louisville. The Defenders coming off a 7-5 season last year. They went to the 6A second round and lost in November to Madison Central 21-19. And Bryan Station been in the semifinals as recently as 2022 in 6A and won the state championship way back in 1971 as a 2A school when they defeated Madisonville by a score of 14-3. And they have not had a losing season around here since 2019. Coach Philip Hawkins establishing the winning pattern here at Bryan Station. He's now at Henry Clay, and J.T. Haskins taking over here for him as the Defenders start this 2025 season with some challenging opponents and now find themselves at 0-2 on the season. Ahead for Bryan Station, they are at Ballard next week, September 12th, and then at Tates Creek, and then home against Simon Kenton. They play GRC at home. The Defenders are at home on October the 10th, and then Douglas at home on the 17th, and Madison Central at home on the 24th before wrapping up the regular season at South Oldham. And Madison Central, Douglas, and GRC, the 6A District 8 opponents for Bryan Station in their upcoming schedule. Still awaiting the return of the teams now as Corbin was out for a few minutes, and now we see they put 3 more minutes back up on the scoreboard before we start the second half of this one. We've reviewed that first half for you and try to project what will come up in the second half. But as we look at these numbers once again, the total offense for Corbin, 27 rushes, 139 yards, and then passing, zeros across. So they wanted to run that football, and that's exactly what they've done, and they haven't seen any need to change strategy so far.
Yeah, I mean, when you're playing football, the run opens up the pass, and I mean, if you can run the ball, you don't really need to pass, I guess, and they've clearly showed that here tonight. Like I said, 27 rushes for 139 yards, and you look on the opposite side, only 9 rushes for 18 yards, so only averaging about 2 yards per carry. So that's something I'd like to see Bryan Station pick up here in the second half.
And Cole Stevens, 11 carries, 59.
Said there's been a lightning
delay. Okay, I was wondering. We thought we might get that, and so it looks like we have had a lightning delay, and that's the reason for this delay in getting the second half started. We'll run down these numbers just a second for you. As Cole Stevens, we mentioned, 11 carries, 59 yards to lead the way, 57 yards net to lead the way in rushing for Corbin. The quarterback, Mason Salmon, 7 carries for a net of 32 yards. Trey Person, 6 carries for 28 yards. And Clay Akins, 3 carries for 22 yards for Corbin tonight. So they have several who can run the ball and gain some yards for the Red Hounds, and we saw them do that a lot tonight in this first half. 27 carries for 139 yards of total offense. Well, so we take a break here, and then we'll come back and figure out what's next on this weather delay, but it'll be a little while before we have any more football. 7-0 Corbin is the score, and we'll be right back after this on Glycod. back at Bryan Station High School. We are in a weather delay now. We had some lightning in the area, so we will try to wait that out. Of course, if more lightning occurs, then the delay will be extended. But right now we are delayed as we were just getting ready to start the second half. And the score is Corbin 7 and Bryan Station nothing. So we hope we'll have more football soon. In the meantime, we'll have the weather delay information on your screen for you, but we will be with you and hope that you'll check back in for frequent updates here from Bryan Station as we have the weather delay in effect right now at Bryan Station High School with Corbin leading at 7-0 as we get ready to start the third quarter. So we'll be back later with another update on Glycod. Back at Bryan Station High School, where we're still in a delay because of the weather, more specifically the lightning, and we've gotten word that if no other lightning occurs, that we'll get started at about 9:30 in the second half of this ball game, which finds Corbin leading 7-0 over the Bryan Station defenders at the half. And here are some other scores from around Kentucky high school football. Manual and Douglas tied at 14-14. Manual 14, Douglas 14 with 3:56 to go in the third quarter. Also, Dunbar leads East Jessamine 27-21. They've got 5:10 to go in the fourth quarter. And South Oldham, this is a final, has beaten Tates Creek by a score of 41-24. They did get that one in. South Oldham 41, Tates Creek 24, a final. And Lexington Catholic over Boyle County, that's a final as well. 17-7, Lexington Catholic over Boyle County tonight. And Christian Academy of Louisville leads LCA, Lexington Christian Academy, 17-0. They are at the half. And also it's Woodford County 28 and Great Crossing 14. They've got about a minute and a half left in the second quarter of that one. And Scott County leads Bowling Green 21-14 at the half. And it's Henderson County over Henry Clay 16-9 in the second quarter. Again, we're in a weather delay here and will be for at least the next 29 minutes or so. We hope that nothing else happens in that time to send us further into the evening. But as of now, we hope to get started at 9:30, and that's the plan if nothing else weather-wise occurs between now and then. So we'll rejoin you in a few minutes and give you an update on Glycod. Elkins back at Bryan Station High School, and we have gotten word that they will not resume play tonight. This game, the remainder of it, has been canceled. No replay date scheduled, and we understand that it is not an official game, so it is a 7-0 Corbin lead at halftime, and we'll have to leave it at that this evening because of the weather issues in the area. I haven't seen any rain as yet, but there is lightning in the area, and that's the reason that they ended up delaying the game and then eventually canceling the remainder of this game. We were getting ready to start the second half when the delay and then the eventual cancellation came. So we'll give you a quick wrap-up tonight. Tonight's most outstanding players are presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. And we'll give a quick nod to Cole Stevens of Corbin, 11 rushes, 59 yards tonight, and he scored the only touchdown of the ball game, coming with 11:33 to go in the second quarter. He'll represent Corbin. And then for Bryan Station, we'll have Kamani Barber, who had 3 receptions tonight for a total of 39 yards, a long gainer of 28 yards, and he is a big play player for Bryan Station and did have a big play tonight, but the defenders were unable to get on the scoreboard in this 7-0 game that is not an official game, but that was the result at halftime, and that's as far as we were able to get tonight. And we'll give you a quick look now at next week's schedule, brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. The most outstanding players, I should tell you, are presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Now to look at next week's schedule, brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. And on Glycod next week, Friday, September 12th, it is Tates Creek at Douglas, GRC at Henry Clay. The Tates Creek Douglas start is at 6:30, GRC at Henry Clay at 7:30, and then also at 7:30 Lafayette at Shelby County. 7 p.m. start over in southern Indiana for Seymour and Floyd Central. And Valley is at Butler, a 7 p.m. start in Louisville. And also Harrison County is at Anderson County at 7:30 next week, Friday, September the 12th. And that's a look at next week's schedule, brought to you by New Vista. They see the good ahead. And that will do it for us tonight. And we thank you for watching and following along through our weather delay here at Bryan Station tonight. The score at halftime was Corbin 7 and Bryan Station nothing, but the game has been canceled as a result of lightning in the area and the extended delays tonight. So that'll do it for our broadcast. We appreciate you being with us on Glycod. For KJ Jones and for our producer Jackson Miller and for our camera operator John Strange, I'm Keith Elkins. Thanks again for watching and listening, and we'll talk to you soon again on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man of War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports